Today's topic, debate writing. Under advanced writing skill, there is an internal choice among the 4 long answer type questions, that is debate writing, article writing, speech writing and report writing. Today we'll learn how to write a debate with its marking scheme, a few tips, a sample debate and a topic to practice. When debating, teams explore arguments for and against a specific proposition. What is a debate? Debate means to discourse about in order to reach conclusions or to convince. Discuss implies shifting of possibilities, especially by presenting considerations pro and con. Why do we debate? Debating can be an effective and practical learning tool. It allows several different qualities to emerge, such as collecting and organizing ideas, evaluating those ideas, seeing logical connection between ideas, adapting to new situations quickly and efficiently, and speaking persuasively. This topic is relevant for class 11 as well as class 12. Some tips to attempt a question on debate writing. The first and the foremost step is to choose the side, whether you want to write for or against the motion. Always try to select the side you personally want to support and have more material information to write on. An ideal debate must consist of 4 paragraphs: introduction, salutations, problem or body of debate, solution and the conclusion. Introduction part first. This includes salutations and the topic, including for and against the motion. For example, good morning everyone, esteemed judges, honorable guests, respected teachers and my fellow students. I give your name given in the question, or else you can write XYZ. Never reveal your personal information in answer sheet. I, so and so, feel honored to have been given the opportunity to speak for. Now write the name of the topic or against the motion. Then comes the body of debate or problem. This is the main paragraph or the body of your answer. Always begin with the meaning of the topic or the explanation of the topic in not more than a line. Then start quoting the issues. It is important that you follow a sequence. You may have too many points and a lot of varied points, but it is better to choose the best one and write a line on each. In case you have a very few points, explain them in 2 lines each. Make sure that your thoughts are clear. Only then you will be able to put them into words unambiguously. Then comes the solution part. For every problem there is a solution. This paragraph needs to be short and crisp, whereby we are supposed to give a rational and practical solution for all the above problems. In case you are not able to figure one out, keep in mind a few general ones. It could involve spreading awareness, campaigns, stringent laws, and their strict implementation, education, etc. Using a quote never hurt. It can be general ones like on working together. Every situation can be faced and solved if there is unity. And then a few handy quotes on unity are given. Wherever there is unity, there is always victory. Unity is strength, united we stand, divided we fall. Then comes the conclusion. This is the last paragraph of your debate. This part involves clarification of your statement and stands along with thanking the audience for being such patient listeners. This paragraph needs to be short and precise. Here also, you can decorate your piece of art, your piece of literature by using some quotes. One such quote has been given. The word impossible itself say I am possible. So in the last paragraph, the concluding paragraph, you can again use some quotes if you want. Dear students, now we move on to the language that we use while writing debates. There are certain debate phrases or idioms that can be used while writing debates. They give a very good impression. While defining the motion, you can write, now, we as today's proposition or opposition strongly believe that. We strongly believe that this is true or this is not true. But before we come to our actual argumentation, let us first define some important terms in this debate. Or, we believe that, what is meant by? Or, when we say, we mean that. For introducing arguments, you can say, let me come to my first or my second argument, or my next argument is this. The first reason why we are proposing or opposing this motion is, then you can explain your arguments with example, concrete example. You must be ready with your statistics or your figures or your data, because abstract explanation will not work. Giving examples, there are many examples for this. In fact, you can find many examples for this in real life. Just think of a situation. So, in this simple example, we can clearly see the effect of some of the debating phrases you can use. Now comes the marking scheme. Dear students, for class 12, this question comes for 10 marks, which is further divided as such. 1 mark is for your opening address and the conclusion, that is called format. 4 marks are for content, and the remaining 5 marks are further divided into 2 parts. 1 is for your grammatical accuracy, appropriate use of words and spelling, and the second one is your relevance of idea and style, whether your ideas are relevant or not, plus coherence and relevance of idea. So total 10 marks. Now we come to a sample debate speech. The question has been given here. You are the captain of school debating team. Next week, you will be attending the finals of the inter-school debating contest. The motion is, democracy brings social disorder. Democracy brings social disorder. Decide whether you are for or against the motion and write your debate speech. Now, this is the debate speech by that student. Good morning, everyone. For a very long time, democracy has been cherished as a universal value of human society. Yet recently, there is a heated debate on whether democracy brings social disorder. According to Oxford Advanced Dictionary, democracy means the people possess the right or monitor, exert influence on or to participate in the operation of government, equally to avoid the abuse of power by rules. In this sense, I strongly believe that today's motion must not stand. Now tell me, is it for the motion or against the motion? Yes, this is against the motion. Likewise, you can present your ideas. First of all, some people supporting this motion argue that democracy brings social disorder by allowing people with dissenting views or voice within opinion freely and intensifying conflict of ideas. They superficially believe that when people are allowed to present different views towards social issues or government policy in a democratic society, they easily disagree with each other and more conflict will arise because differences in ideology, social belief or political philosophy became more apparent with a democratic and liberal atmosphere for discussion. Here you can see that this person is giving a lot of material in support of what he stands for. He stands against the motion. Dear students, due to this global pandemic corona, most of us are stuck in our homes. We are managing with bare minimum essential things. We cannot go out, there is social distancing, we should not crowd, we have to control our needs. And by controlling our needs, we are able to control this pandemic also due to this lockdown, and we have minimized our suffering. So the topic for today's debate is same. The only way to minimize human suffering is to control our needs. So those who want to write in the favor of the motion, they can then give example from this real life situation. Otherwise, if you want to oppose the motion, you want to write against the motion, you can write that our needs are not related to our sufferings. Why? Because suffering can be caused by other agencies also, like natural disaster, calamities, diseases, etc. So needs have nothing to do with human suffering, for those who want to write against the motion. This is all for today's topic. Thank you.